Lit up though, cool cats. Welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Pinata Vivid, the one that you hate to love, as always. Listen, so I'm here with J Smooth, and I'm here with Richie, Rich Boy Tinchy, and we're here right now to talk about some bullshit, some extra bullshit, and unnecessary shit. So now, the topic of the day, soon after Justin finished lotioning his legs, you know, he don't want to be talked about on camera, obviously, you guys, and stuff like that. So he's preparing. You know, I do this sometimes on camera too as well, or whatever. Am I asking right now? No, I'm good. Wait a minute, hold on. What's all this? Okay. Where's my lint roller? Lint roller!
You know what?
Okay, anyways. All right, cool. So, today, we're going to talk about today public knowledge about a show that we watched, which was E.T. Canada. Right. So,
Allegedly. No, it's true. It's on TV. No, they don't. Just kidding. Want to sue. Allegedly.
All right, you guys. So, we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, okay, shit. Fuck.
This is brought to you by jergens.
Did you hear how he said?
He said jergens. With a jergens. With an L. This is brought to you by jergens.
Jergens, listen.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Jergens, listen. I ain't got shit to do with it. Now listen, if you want to cut a bitch a check, that's fine. But do not penalize me or try to sue me because he put that on there and then pronounce your name wrong. I'm not finna do it. I'm not gonna play with you guys today.
I'm just saying.
And I put it on period.
Now you see a picture, don't say that.
Oh, man.
I can't breathe.
Like, if it's a check, welcome.
I can't breathe.
If you want to sue, I ain't got time. No.
Okay.
I ain't finna do it.
Okay. All right.
So that's another edge short there. Just know that. I love you. But in other news,
there's some good stuff right here.
Yeah, we're going to sit here and talk about the E.T. Canada news that we saw on YouTube based upon The Shop, which is on HBO. Kevin Hart and Lil Nas X was on there, and they was pretty much highlighting the point of him coming out, and one of the guys on there asked him about it, and Kevin Hart was like, "You're talking about that he's gay," and he was like, "So what?" But Kevin Hart got a lot of backlash behind it. So people took the simple words out of his mouth so fucking wrong, and this is horrible. And I don't understand these folks. Like, you know, I can't even say a lot of these got education. I can't even say they don't even have an education. A lot of them have education. And I don't understand how they got the simple shit out of somebody's mouth wrong.
Well, I don't think that they got it wrong. I mean, Kevin Hart has been getting backlash forever. With the Jussie Smollett incident he put out there, he was like, you know what, this is the worst shit ever. He was like, we got your back. He was like, we love you or whatever, da da da. He got backlash for that. And they was basically like saying, oh, you got his back now, but you said that if your son, you made a joke that said if your son was gay, that you would beat the hell out of him. Now that he has switched his view or whatever, and it wasn't basically like he was saying, oh, whatever. He was basically like, they asked Lil Nas X, what point did he see in making an announcement that he was gay? And Kevin Hart was like, oh, he said, because he said he was gay, he was like, so what? I mean, it's basically like, it's not really a big deal. Again, from him to flip from where he was to now, he's getting a lot of backlash for that. For me, I look at it as growth. He's basically saying, okay, you're gay, so what? Let's be, you're gay, whatever. It is what it is. It's nothing that you really needed to make a statement about. But again, what they're really going off of is when Lil Nas X was basically like, because he grew up in the hood and he was brought up to hate this, and Kevin Hart was like, what? And he was like, gay and homosexuality. And Kevin Hart was like, why? So the dude on, what is it,
Canada.
Canada or whatever, was basically like, oh, where he's basically like throwing off the point that there is homophobia in the black neighborhoods. And I was like, that's not what the hell he said.
Not even
at
close.
all. So he's basically like the commentator, if you go and look at it or whatever, he's getting caught up because the lady that was his co-host or whatever, she was not there for the shit. She was like this, look, you can't be putting words in people's mouth. I didn't get it like that. So a lot of stuff that he said, he was getting caught up on trying to explain, and he really couldn't. So to me, it was almost like he was trying to make a point, trying to make an issue where there was no issue.
Right. And he was one of them. Obviously, you could tell that he was one of many that felt that way. Like, oh, well, he said, so what? Like, there's no homosexuality in homophobia in the black community. Like, what the fuck you get that from? Like, that girl chewed his ass out. She was like, so tell me how did you get that he said any of that? Because what I interpreted, that he didn't say none of that. Like, I don't understand that point. Like, I don't know, Justin. I can't.
I mean, I haven't seen much of the clip, but we just saw what y'all showed me was only like,
yeah, but that was like a topic runner anyway.
I got that, but I only seen like two. I have to see it fully before, based on what
I see. It wasn't just solely about that. They were just talking in general. That was just that one part.
Okay.
So we're talking about that one part.
No, I got that, but let me finish. But what I'm saying, I haven't seen the full clip of the whole interview. But from what I saw, I didn't take it as he didn't, but pretty much what you were saying about the whole gay community. Now, I do understand what people are coming from about him, that was flip-flop there. I mean, yeah, it did, he should have been more sensitive to it. Because yes, the reality is that people do have judgment on the gay community, and people do have this fear or hate against it. That's the reality of it. And I think Kevin Hart should have brought that up too. I get what he was saying. He was like, when he was saying, so what? I got what he was saying. I didn't take it as, you know,
any malicious. Or
I didn't take it as that. But at the same time, you know, I did feel like he kind of made it feel like it don't exist. It still exists that people have something against the gay community. That was Lil Nas trying to tell, like, look, you know how it is in the black community. People fear this. People have something against this. They backlash this. They beat on this. I get what Kevin Hart. I get where he was coming from, but it was more his presentation. It was like you take steak or potatoes and you put it on a trash can lid. You watch Bill Cosby. He talk about the presentation. It was more his presentation, how he presented to Lil Nas, that made it bad. I got where he was coming from.
I don't think that it was bad at all.
It wasn't bad, but at the same time, you
clearly
still have to be sensitive to that subject. Because in reality...
Why?
Huh? I mean, come on now, you know in reality, the black community do not...
Oh my God.
But not
sometimes we're all men at the end of the day. The thing is this. We're all men at the end of the day.
I got what you're saying.
And the thing is this. One, if you're sensitive to the subject, that means that you're not fully happy with yourself. If anybody says it, so he said, so what? I mean, I'm like, right, like shit, like okay, you're right. I still fuck with you. I'm still cool with you.
I got what
why would I feel if
but
you
he
said
was
so what?
also trying to explain why he did.
I mean, yeah, but he explained it after the fact.
But you still have to understand.
People still get killed and get hurt.
I get
okay, that's what I'm saying.
And not only that, but
I get what you're saying. It is
when he said it was still an embrace of
I took it as that. I didn't take it as he was trying to backlash.
Because even if he said it's about his son and his comedy skit, like true enough, he probably would be disappointed. Like even though he cool with gay people, he may not be cool. He's a parent, so he's gonna automatically have that trigger anyway, regardless.
I got that.
So it's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, they can't use that as they use
there
that
are
as
some
bring
people
this
out
up.
there who have been hurt or have been killed because of being gay. You got to think about those people too. There are people out there who have been disowned or have been abused because they're gay.
That's why they have the house.
It's both stories. There's two stories to this. But
I know that, but even them, they can understand that. Okay, that gives them still a sense of courage that they can at least tell somebody that
I got that
straight, that they're willing to be like, okay,
and
cool,
I got that. But still, there are some people still who kill people because of this. It's still going on. You know,
I mean,
it's not going on.
Yeah, that is going on.
Okay, then that's all I'm saying. I just said he should
spotlighting transgender.
He should have presented both sides of the story. He should have just explained himself and what he was trying to say. Kevin.
I mean, but
like I said, I haven't seen the whole
excellent job.
But again, you still have to understand.
But no, at the same time, there will be people who still will judge him. I give you that. I say that, but I think he should have explained it more better because that topic is still sensitive.
So you think that he should have just I
got what he said. No,
it should have been. He should have chose his words a little differently in a better manner.
No, not so much chosen. He should put more. He should explain more of what he was trying to say.
Honestly, I think he did. Right, he did. He was excellent.
The reason why I say that
Lil Nas, when he wasn't explaining it. I mean, he explained in the best way possible.
But
and I'm not saying that he's wrong.
Which mean he explained?
Like he explained, but he
cutting up sentences. He wasn't explaining. He didn't give a full.
You got a point at a point,
right?
When it was like
it was
working
like
up
jumping
to it
around with it. It wasn't like. The reason why is because I grew up in the hood or whatever, and people.
He said he grew up in the hood,
right.
and from there they created where he had to hate.
That he was brought up and raised to hate that, and that's when Kevin Hart was like, "Why?" So this is where they
he just explained to him because he was brought up to hate that. He was
trained. But Nas X
he just explained it to him. So why would you ask him why? He just explained to him why he
calm down.
No, it's not even like that.
But if you paid attention.
But he explained it to him. But it might not be the answer you want to hear. But he explained it to him.
Not even that.
Why is that? Where is that?
You got to realize that somebody will give you a platform by asking you questions, and that meant. And Kevin gave him a platform to explain what he asked it. Because had he would have never asked those questions, the conversation would have been cut, and it would have been off to another topic. The thing is, Kevin gave him a platform. He asked him questions. He asked him 3 questions. When he started explaining, he said he was brought up to hate gay people.
No, he didn't say that. He said he was brought up to hate. And then when Kevin said what, that's when he said
he said what,
whatever, because he wasn't trying to say.
He was like why.
Then he was like why. Yeah.
Right. So he gave him a platform. Kevin did a great job, to be honest. To get that boy a light for a second, even while they having a whole conversation, to actually express or whatever the thing is, especially coming from a man that said that he would beat his child if he was gay.
Right. But in order for him to have Lil Nas understand where he was coming from, I think he should explain to him better.
No, because I don't think
he got it. It's not about. We're talking about this. He got it. The way he explained it.
This is the reason why I say this. I don't think that Lil Nas took it any type of way because you still have to understand.
I didn't say he took it to the top. I'm just saying explain it.
No,
but
he
Lil
did.
Nas knew where he was coming from when he said it. That's why I say
it was just everywhere.
The big thing, but what y'all are not looking at is the bigger picture of the whole thing. They are working in an industry that's still the most homophobic industry ever.
Thank you.
So if you have a room full of straight men in this industry and you have a gay man there, and one man that has spoke out against it, that now like saying it's not a big deal, so what, so be it, that's a very, very big step in.
But what I'm saying, everybody don't understand that language. Right. You get what I'm saying? I get what y'all saying. Everybody don't understand that language, which is why people are backlash, because they don't understand the language is Kevin Hart.
Correct.
I got what Kevin Hart is saying. but everybody don't understand what he's saying.
Correct.
So what I was saying, he should have went in more detail so more people can understand exactly what he's saying. That's all I'm saying. I agree. I agree with Kevin Hart. It's just that some people just don't fully understand where he's coming from. That's all I'm saying.
So
that's all I'm
you know what?
And he made it quite clear. And
to you, he made it quite clear. To you,
I'll play devil's advocate. At this point in time, I'm looking at it in another light. That's why I said I don't play devil's advocate. Because on the other hand, the way that Kevin Hart said it was like, oh, he said he was gay, so what? A lot of people can look at it in another light and be like, oh, he's just saying so what, so that we can move away from the conversation and go somewhere else. So that's the other way that people can take that. It was like, oh, it's like, they was like, he was flipping about it. Oh, he said it was gay, so what, so be it, okay, whatever, and let's move on.
Right, and see, that's the thing that goes back to what Justin just said, when he was like, everybody don't know the language, right, to understand the language of Kevin Hart. And the thing is that if you understand his personalities and everything else, and you're a person that watches him or whatever, then you'll know that he didn't come at you. You know if he's really if he's being shady or he's being funny, because we done all seen it. So that, I mean, like you said, you was right.
Nah, trust me, I agree with y'all saying. I understood exactly where he come, because I didn't take it as that. It was just that, oh, and I was more like, oh, I see why people thought he was coming at them a different way. They just they don't really understand where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. Yeah. He should just, because when you on that type of platform, he said himself, I got to learn how to make gay people laugh, straight people laugh, black people laugh, white people laugh. That's on a high level. So when you want, what he just did was on a high level. So he got to learn how to communicate with everybody in a different way. So I feel like if he had explained himself a little better, it would have reached out to more people. That's all I'm saying. But I agree with what he's saying. So I got what he's saying.
And he also
but some people don't understand that.
And he also
just like that white man, he didn't understand what he was talking about E.T. County. That's why the white man understood it. The white man did it. I think he had went more into detail in what he mean. That white man would have understood him, but he did not understand the language that Kevin Hart was speaking. That's all I'm saying. I agree with Kevin Hart.
I mean, but you have to also understand, if a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to look at the commentary and look at the comments, but they're not going to go and look at the clip itself. So if you're not looking at the clip, you can take it out of context.
Yes.
You can clearly take it out of context.
You can, because that's why I was saying I have not seen the full clip. I'm just going by off the little 2-minute clip that y'all saw. That's why
that's what we pretty much going off.
But I'm saying I didn't really want to do this until I saw the full.
Oh, that was the full conversation of them.
But I still want to see how it started and how I still wanted to see.
It showed how it started. Dang.
I know, but I just need to see the whole show. It helps me understand how this came about. That's why I shouldn't have more. I feel like I shouldn't really say nothing right now because I haven't really seen the full clip. I'm just going by a clip. But you know how the media takes clips.
None of us have paid HBO, so.
But then you also have something else later on that Kevin Hart said, or prior to, no, after, where Kevin Hart said basically he's never been a person that points people out in the what's name. He's always come from a space where he's telling you about his life, his family, his whatever. He's always coming from a personal space. He's never ever attacking any specific set of people. So he was like, he never did that.
So that's the thing. Like,
I ain't understand even where that comes from. He always talk about it, like you said, himself.
Right.
Like, where they come
I'm gonna tell you what's when he was talking when he said that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When he said that, because of the issues about him calling about his son, that was about his life. He never, when he did that, people automatically, oh, you attacking gay people or you don't like gay people. Like, no, he was talking about his son. Again, he's a parent. Right. That's normal for a parent. What we know is that it's normal for a parent either to freak out or they're gonna be cool with it. And the thing is that if his son be gay or whatever, you know, he might just freak out, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna accept him. But that ain't what he wants and everything else. And where he said, "I beat the hell out of my son," that was just that was the shock thought of your son being gay. Yeah, to be laughter, and at the same time, the instant thought that anybody that's a parent will understand.
Right.
So,
because the one thing that's gonna come to your mind is what my grandmother told me about parenting. It was basically like your child may choose a life. It may not be the life that you would choose for them, but they have to choose it themselves. Now with him, he was saying again, I guess is if his son was younger, but if he's older, he'll just have to take it or whatever. But again, I think he did that for laugh factor and not for basically gay bashing, which they said he was doing.
No, he's just speaking his truth. Right. And that's what people fail to realize. People, it's like these that you put your opinion out there, you get attacked for it. It's like you can't speak your own truth.
And that's the thing, comedians they was brought up to be bastards in comedian, like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna say some shit that is harsh as shit.
Well, it's
that
like,
you wouldn't even dare to say. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But that's not Kevin.
Right.
Kevin did say he's the type of person who likes to break the next level, so it can clear the road for everybody. He did say that.
Right.
So comedy is.
But he is Lil Kevin the bastard.
Huh?
He is Lil Kevin the bastard. My point. All over you.
Not so much of.
No, but he used to say little stuff. I mean, like little bastard shit. Like you don't have to insult somebody just to be a bastard.
But he never.
Shoot, gay people talk about gay. I mean,
he always talked about his family. He always talked about his children.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
So technically, he could be a bastard to them because he always talks about their damn life. I call him
somebody.
If he talk about I call he's a bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like he talking about his family. Like,
well, he could have said that and he not said a moment of the word, and people would have still been. Somebody would have said something. Right. When you on that high platform,
no, I was gonna start saying.
So he's gonna get backlash.
He was gonna get backlash anyway.
Yeah, and he probably wanted it anyway. Cause, well, I ain't say he wanted, but at the same time, they keep you relevant. Like, look how far he still got.
But I don't think he would even talk about. I don't even think he was thinking about relevant.
All that shit is a fucking game. I'm telling you, it's ferocious games. Like all the way up into this goddamn car wreck. Like this car wreck and shit. Like.
Now I agree with you on that. I can't. When after that car wreck, I was like, what? Is it a stunt game?
I'm telling you,
this car wreck after this whole.
They was like, oh, this shit going on. Talking about I'm homophobic, this and that, or saying all this extra bullshit. Come on, let's drive out here and go jump off the cliff.
But again, that's what this is what and that's the thing that I'm saying about the media or whatever. When he came out and he gave support to Jesse or whatever, they were jumping on him because of that. Now that he's like, oh, it's okay, I'm okay with it or whatever, it's something that I really don't think that's important. You gay. Now he's getting backlash over that. Pick and choose your goddamn battle. Which one is it? Either you want him to understand and you want him to be acceptable of it, or do you want him to be one of those that makes the jokes about it? Pick a damn what's name. You know what I'm saying? And every time you turn around, he's doing positive things or whatever. He's not speaking out against it. He's showing again support for Lil Nas X, who again is not going to get a lot of support in the entertainment community as a whole because of it. So he's giving him support, and now y'all want to give him backlash over that. Give a damn man a break. Come on. And I think that's the one thing about the media and the community as a whole. You don't know what the hell you want. First of all, it's going to be one way or the other. And like they were saying on there, no matter what, I think Kevin said it. He's like, no matter what you do, your comment is going. No, it was what's his name, Charlemagne. No matter what you do, whatever you say is going to offend somebody. Everything that you say is not going to be acceptable to everybody. Somebody's going to take offense to it. You can say the air is clean. Somebody's going to be offended. No, it's dirty.
I blame the media. I want to know how many people offense to it. It probably like 10 people out there offense. Well, and the media take it as like it's like a whole nation.
Well, they probably took that. They probably took the ad.
What a poll at? What a poll? I want to see the poll. How many people say they're offended?
I don't know.
Because the media has a way of manipulating stuff.
They do.
Yeah. I feel it'd be like 1 or 2 people mad about it, and they just make it seem like everybody.
But it's a publicity stunt.
It really is.
It's a marketing scheme. It's a marketing plot.
No, you said the right.
And again,
it's a marketing plot. Like, he doesn't keep him relevant. Now he done went and got in the car with this white boy, and I drove off a motherfucking cliff. Listen.
The accident.
You know what I'm saying?
And then now they.
Well, I know his bones got crushed. I don't know exactly what happened.